And wow. Welcome to this will be the 13th episode. But Tarin, we're living on a high. That last Thursday nighter there, I guess not Thursday nighter, that'd be 2 episodes ago, but it just came out when we're recording this. We are at our first 100 view fantasy happy hour. That's a huge accomplishment. Only 3 days in or 2.5 days in. And that's a big milestone. We said no one's going to watch that one because it was so random and a boring game, but wow, we've got some fans out there. So, and one new subscriber even. Hell yeah. So let's hop into this Monday Nighter, Bears and Rams. What do you got?
Yeah, so we got the 5-1 Bears, probably the most shocking 5-1 team of the season, and the 4-2 Rams, both coming off different games. The Rams lost their last game to the 49ers and looked rather poor. The Bears came off a win against the Panthers in a game that was kind of slow after the first half. But I guess we can talk about both defenses here. Both have been playing really well. They're both really good defenses. This game could be a good one, but it could also be kind of a slower, kind of defensive back and forth, pick your spots game. I wanted to jump into some injury news. Tarik Cohen's still out for the season. He won't be back. Darrell Henderson Jr. is not practicing as of Thursday, and Tyler Higbee did not practice Thursday. So just watch that news if you're going to play any of those guys. And in this one, I think you just got to tell your story. The top captain picks to me would be Allen Robinson, who hasn't averaged less than 9 targets in a game so far this season with Foles. And then Woods and Kupp. I actually lean more towards Woods in this matchup. He's been averaging 10 targets a game. Kupp is the middleman, though, and the Bears' defense is probably the weakest in the middle. Their secondary has been really good so far. But if you're looking for somebody to play kind of in your flex spots, I like both running backs, but I really like Cam Akers if Darrell Henderson isn't playing, because Cam Akers has looked the best. He's one of their rookies, and he just hasn't got touches because he's riding behind a 3-man backfield. And then David Montgomery has been the guy now in Chicago. He's the only running back. He's touched the ball 20 times a game since Tarik Cohen's been out. So those are both good options and stackable with the quarterback because they both catch a lot out of the backfield. So playing Foles or Goff, whichever script you kind of go. If you're going to lean a defense, I'd probably go to the Bears defense. They had 2 picks and 4 sacks last week. They're a little stronger in the secondary, and Goff looks a little panicky when he's under pressure. I would fade the LA kicker. They actually signed another kicker to bump up this guy and hopefully give him some motivation to start making some kicks. So Sam Sloman's supposed to still play, but Kai Forbath has been signed. So they do have 2 kickers available. So if Sloman sucks, he's going to get punted right away. And then the Rams D is playable. A few of the deeper guys maybe go to Jimmy Graham because the Rams are really weak in the middle of the field, or Anthony Miller. He plays the slot role in the receiving game more, although he hasn't been great this season. And then Cairo Santos for the Bears as a kicker has been actually quite good, so you have an option there with a kicker. Do you like any under the a little bit sneaky options in this game, or are you just sticking to the guns?
My big pick is Graham. I think that's excellent tight end pick. I think he's 4.9 thousand. So in the showdown, great value pickup to fit into a lot of your lineups. Another one I know you've mentioned, and he'll be popular, is Cooper Kupp. But I feel like I took him weeks 1 to 3, and he was fairly disappointing. Only getting 10 fantasy points, 12 fantasy points, but he's been heating up lately. And I feel like you said, you mentioned you're probably going to be safe taking any of the 2 receivers, but I like him as captain and maybe even sneaking Nick Foles back in a few of those lineups, pairing him with Robinson. I mean, I think you're going to be safe taking Robinson as a captain no matter what, but I feel like Nick Foles might get the fade, not all the time, but a little bit more in comparison to Goff, but I might lean the opposite way and fade Goff a bit more. But yeah, that's about my thoughts on it.
Yeah, if you're watching the tight end situation in LA for the Rams, it's just kind of a guessing game. Pick either tight end at this point. They seem to be swapping and randomly having big games. Higbee had a 3-touchdown game, and then the next game, the other tight end comes in. I forget his name. Gerald Everett comes in and gets all the touches at tight end. So it's just really random at this point. So just take a shot on whichever one you pick. Probably go Everett now that Higbee's been hurt, but on that note, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe, keep watching. We're having fun doing these videos, but
And the things are heating up.
They are heating up.
We're at the first triple digit view. That's huge.